This weekend I drove up to International Falls, Minnesota to watch my friend Harvey Lewis run the Arrowhead 135. The Arrowhead 135 is a 135-mile race across northern Minnesota during the coldest week of the year. People can bike it, ski it, or run it. This year's runners were some of the best ultra runners in the world. I met Harvey's friend Tracy, his dad, and his dad's friend Ernie. We were all ready for an adventure, and we all got along great.
From that day on, we was always together. Jenny and me was like peas and carrots.
Harvey thought he was Mr. Northern Explorer and got into his full running gear and said to me,
"Wait till they get a load of me."
But I tried to warn him that people around here aren't like Cincinnatiites.
Where are you guys from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Run 135 miles to Tower, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas!
Runners are required to use a sled to carry their gear. Travel complications set in when Harvey's sled didn't arrive until 10:30 the night before the race. Harvey's dad and I got right to work on getting it ready to be pulled.
There you go now, just leave everything to me.
Harvey's dad attached an extra carabiner to the sled, just in case something went wrong. Harvey didn't want the extra weight, and tensions ran a little high. One thing that I didn't know about this race was that sledding down hills was actually allowed. Since the runners are pulling their sleds, they can use them to get down the hill. There was a lot of strategy about this.
This is a new non-caloric silicone-based kitchen lubricant my company's been working on. It creates a surface 500 times more slippery than any cooking oil. We're really going to fly down the hill with this stuff.
Jan Crisco was very good at sledding, as Harvey caught on video as Harvey was running down the hill. Before the race, I asked Harvey if he was ready. His answer was simple.
I've been ready for this my whole life.
The race started at 7 a.m. with a little snow and a temperature of a balmy 25 degrees, much warmer than expected. We tried to track the lead runners down at about mile 19, but they were running like foxes and we missed them.
There's quite a few marmots racing ahead.
Amazingly fast.
Yes.
Harvey says we are the Arctic foxes.
That's right, Arctic foxes, that's it.
What does the fox say?
We decided that a hike into the woods would be good for us to see them at about mile 31, then hustle out to the first checkpoint. Harvey had some news.
Well, God love my father. Hour and a half into this race, and my pole piece snapped off. But anyways, the good news is my father insisted on putting an extra clip on my sled. So, voila. But that happens in the first hour and a half. Whew. You have to be careful with the old Millennium.
Here's Harvey about to leave checkpoint number 1, 36 miles into the race.
It's a fumble!
Holy cow! Go nuts.
Disaster averted. Had that gone any other way, someone could have ended up eating garbage. Starting with a flight delay for Harvey and Tracy to Minnesota, then the sled incident, we decided that indeed a Yeti was to blame for all of our issues. Anywho, the race continued and we went to Mel George's, the second checkpoint at 70 miles. At about 11:45 p.m. we got there just in time to see Marcus Bergen, the Swede, come in. Not long after he left, Harvey and Jan came in. Harvey heard the Swede was close.
And like that, he's gone.
After doing some math, the next morning we went out to the ski pole checkpoint, the third and final checkpoint, which is at about 110 miles, and waited, and we waited. Apparently running for 30 hours and battling sleep deprivation will slow you down.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
Parenting and work duty called, and I had to head back to my responsibilities as the race finished. After hours and hours and miles of battling, Jan and Harvey ended up running together in the end. The battle wore both of them down.
Hanging on for dear life. Oh my. Whew. I'm probably like a mess.
They did whatever they could to stay warm.
This may smell bad, kid. Probably it'll keep you warm. Till I get the shelter up. I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Harvey and Jan ended up tying for second in 38 hours and 45 minutes. They also embraced the Yeti and his way of messing with the situation. Back at work, code reviews didn't quite seem as exciting.
Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
Remember, if you do end up visiting northern Minnesota, remember the wolves.
And they are your friends. Yeah. They're actually scared of us like we're scared of them. Yeah.
But don't buzz them in a plane.
With that. Well, he was buzzing the wolf on the lake. Yeah. And the wolf jumped up and grabbed the wing, and the plane went down.
The next day, things returned to normal. Harvey commutes to his job teaching by running.
Well, back in Cincinnati, oh my, I tell you, it's just not giving us a break. Hit it this morning with some icy, freezy rain. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.